It's until the close, so we will see where the market finishes up here around the time that we're finishing up today's video. I want to give you a quick reminder that there is a special bundle that is being offered right now that packages strategic swing trader, strategic day trader, and the complete package of education, as well as the opportunity to have it taught to you next month live. So all of that is available. It's in the link in the description to check out the bundle. It's only going to be going on for a couple more days. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. See if that's something that could benefit you. Okay, so that's in the description. Let's go ahead and get started. Good afternoon. This is Ifan from the Strategic Day Trader, and this is your market wrap for July 20th, 2022. Q's up 1.7, SPY up 0.8. We talked about yesterday the market breaking out of the channel, breaking above, and we're bullish, right? So we are bullish on the Qs and SPY now. We're going to see what extent of this transition we get here. Q is definitely leading the way today. Let's take a peek at the IWM. I just want to see how that measures up. Okay, pretty close. Similarly, very bullish, similar to the Qs. So we talked about that yesterday. We've been kind of splitting a little bit more time in the room between day trading and then as well as scanning for swing plays and things like that. And we'll talk a little bit about that more as we get into the individual plays. For tomorrow, I think we can still watch for a more meaningful pullback on the Qs and SPY. We are bullish, but I do expect sell-offs to get bought. Okay, so we are holding up here. If we were to get a pullback to say the 20 MA here on the Qs and to fail on it, all right, that would definitely complicate things because that would be a breakout, no follow through, increases the likelihood that we get a breakout failure. So, you know, we'll deal with that as it becomes relevant right now, right? We still have this hourly uptrend that we anticipated, you know, right after this pullback. You know, it was interesting because I even got asked as we were finishing up the day here, should I be bearish? And I think that's a valid approach because we are sideways. So, you know, it really is, okay, which way do you want to anticipate if you want to anticipate at that time? And so that's why that line is there, because it said, you know, if this turns out to be a higher low, you know, then we'll know, right? And that's why I was saying going into the next day, if we can break above the previous bar's high, which we gapped above, then that'll make everything easier. We know where the line in the sand is. For me, that's where I'll turn bearish. And then if we actually are able to put in a higher low and break above them, we're going to be bullish. And that's where we are now, right? So we did get follow through after the breakout. I said yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if we move up another day just because, you know, we've had this base here, this kind of sideways and this resistance getting broken, you know, kind of pretty big event. One of the kind of longer duration patterns that we've had. So not surprising, we've got a little bit more follow through today. And so going into tomorrow, market overall still bullish. Okay. Now, like I referenced earlier, we've been talking a little bit more about potential swing plays because we have a lot of things that are putting in transitions that were weak, went sideways, and then are now getting the move up. Okay. One of them today was the shop. Shop, I talked about it right at the open. Okay. Could be played higher, primarily the hourly transition here. Right there. Now, I'll be honest, I did not. I was thinking we would get some kind of pullback, which maybe we get it tomorrow on the shop, right? But that was a really nice breakout there on the hour. Look how the 20 MA is curling up there. Now, you take this, take a mental screenshot of it there, right? And let's go to the SRNE. Let's go to the daily here, right? And as we zoom out, you can see we are looking at basically the same picture. Again, something that was weak, right? Starting to stabilize, stay above the 20 MA, put in a base, and then break out. So this SRNE was on my list of things to look at as swing plays. This morning I let the swing plays go, and I wanted to see if the market was going to hold, right? And so actually, as I was revisiting this SRNE, actually ended up being a good scalp, and for me, the best play today. So we checked out this SRNE kind of later into the morning. And yeah, right here actually. So a little bit lucky, but I mean, I did spend a few hours after the close doing the scanning. So there was some preparation involved. I didn't know it was going to be a day trade, but it ended up being a really nice day trade here. Yeah, just as a scalp, level 2 stayed pretty consistent all the way up until it broke 3. It did pause a bit at the whole number. That's not that surprising. It would pause there. That we anticipate, which is why I didn't. It looked like it was going to flip at one point, but I was like, I expect the whole number to be a little bit of resistance. I even said, look, I'm not even going to pay too much attention to what's on the offer. As long as the bid is got a decent amount of shares there, I'm just going to focus on that. And then if the bid starts to give way, then I'll get out. And that's what it did right there. I think I got out 303. And then someone mentioned you can flip it, which ended up being good. And then we had a second play on it long. Okay. So the SRNE was nice. I mean, we had a good daily. Level 2 ended up being readable and consistent. So that ended up being pretty nice on the SRNE there. I wasn't a part of it this last drop. I did see this, but I was a little bit too slow to get to it. But it also kind of popped and then reversed shortly after. So, we have a lot of these. I mean, dozens and dozens of these on the daily that are turning around because the market is also doing something similar. Okay. So a lot of these are trying to transition. Yeah, you can do them as day trades. You can combine them. You can do them as swing trades. Some of these, I think, like the TGTX, I definitely thought looked much better. You can see how similar that is to the SRNE as a swing trade. And a lot of them triggered, and a lot of them are kind of gone. SQ was another one that we're watching on the hourly here, which I did not end up catching either. Like I said, I let these go. I was going to see what the market does, and the market just continued, and so I missed out on some of these swings that I was really wanting to watch at the open, but a lot of them kind of just took off. All right, but overall not a bad day, and we were kind of right on the side of the market as far as what to expect and identifying kind of the significance of this breakout. All right, so we'll see kind of what kind of reaction we get now 2 days up. I still have I think a little bit more room to resistance. Okay, so then if we don't get the pullback tomorrow, maybe Friday, we'll get that little bit of a reaction to that resistance. But for now, overall, staying bullish. All right, so there's the closing bell. So Qs are going to end up 1.57, SPY up 0.65. All right. All right. Hope you had a nice day today. We will be back at it tomorrow, and then I will talk to you then. Have a good evening.